News 3 Now at 6 begins right now.
COVID cases are still surging in Wisconsin, with the state recording its highest number of cases today since February. The 7-day average is now up to 854 cases, and as you can see, the 7-day average is up significantly since 4th of July weekend, where the 7-day average was as low as 60 cases. Now, that is an increase of 1,323%.
And to stop that spread, local government employees will now have to show proof of vaccination or submit negative COVID tests weekly. The announcement was made this morning following a handful of other businesses in the area that are starting to implement similar policies. And Jamie Perez tells us more about the new rules that thousands will have to follow. Jamie?
Right, well, these rules do apply to more than 5,000 city and county employees, regardless if they're working in the office or at home. So these rules will take effect coming up within the next couple of weeks. Now, prior to the announcement that they made about this today, masks were optional in city and county buildings, and vaccination was not required. But with the Delta variant causing more concerns, both the city and county wanted to take that extra step forward to prevent more COVID cases from happening.
We will do what's needed to protect our workforce and those they serve. With Thane County now requiring our employees to be vaccinated or show negative test results, I urge other employers to do the same.
Employees will also be required to wear masks in any city or county building, even if they are vaccinated. And employees who fail to comply will be subject to a range of disciplinary actions, just depending on the situation.
Jamie Perez, live downtown tonight. Jamie, thank you. And just into the newsroom, UW Health now mandating the COVID-19 vaccine for employees. That's according to internal guidance sent to employees. 90% of UW Health staff are already fully vaccinated. Staff can file for a medical or religious exemption. The new policy goes into effect September 1st. Yesterday, the Wisconsin Medical Society urged all healthcare providers to mandate vaccines. And a Madison nightclub becomes one of the first in the city to require proof of vaccination. 5 nightclubs says the requirements start on Thursday and apply to anyone trying to get in from 8 p.m. to close on weekends. The nightclub posted on social media saying it feels it must do this to move forward. You can bring your physical vaccination card or a picture of your vaccine card.
The University of Wisconsin will have to get approval from the state legislature before approving COVID-19 mandates. Today, a GOP-led committee voted the UW must submit mandates as emergency rules for approval. That includes requirements for masks and COVID testing. UW-Madison issued an indoor mask mandate today, but it can only last 30 days unless it gets legislative approval. Today, State Senator Steve Noss said, quote, the UW system can no longer ignore state law with regards to COVID-19 mandates impacting students and campus visitors. Noss went on to say that mandates and lockdowns have failed. In response, the UW system called it a political move, saying, quote, our focus is to ensure we are doing what needs to be done now to safely open for in-person teaching this fall.
Several counties in southern Wisconsin are seeing COVID spikes. Rock County just jumped from moderate spread into the high category. Adams County is now substantial, and Columbia County also warning residents about substantial spread. Governor Evers, though, says he won't issue another statewide mask mandate after the last one was struck down by the state Supreme Court. So here are the latest vaccination numbers for Wisconsin. Vaccination has not budged, with just under half of the state remaining fully vaccinated. Dane County continues to have a high vaccination rate. 67% of the county fully vaccinated, 32% not vaccinated.
It's a quiet day in the Weather Center. Let's check your certified most accurate forecast now with meteorologist Dana Fulton.
Another warm afternoon with a lot of sunshine coming through for us. Right now, more of a hazy sky to wrap up the day in Madison. Temperature-wise, we are near 80 degrees and a heat index at about 81. So not too much of a humidity to factor in for us this afternoon. That's good news. Now, as we look at our radar right now, things overall quiet, but we have seen a few isolated showers pop up. A little shower right now just south of Monroe and north of the Dells in Juneau and Adams counties earlier this evening. A few isolated showers moving through. Didn't see much lightning, though, with that north of the Dells. Tomorrow, partly sunny skies, a continued warm trend throughout the rest of the work week. High temperatures will be in the mid-80s. We will stay warm again, pleasantly summery warm outside for the middle of the week. A little bit of a rain chance building in late Thursday and for Friday. a little more humid with storm chances for the weekend. We'll take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes.
Dana, thank you. After a 2015 rewrite drastically changed how people and corporations can spend money on political campaigns in Wisconsin, Democrats are renewing a push for more campaign finance transparency.
Naomi Coles explains where it all started more than 10 years ago.
Since the 2010 Supreme Court case Citizens United versus the FEC started a massive political mudslide by blowing open the floodgates, holding back special interest money.
You might know that name, Citizens United. The landmark 2010 Supreme Court decision fundamentally changed how and who finances political candidates.
The powerful and the influence of special interest money in our political system continues to threaten the cornerstones of our democracy.
The set of bills makes it harder for corporations to fund political campaigns and cuts the maximum amount that people can give to statewide candidates in half, from $20,000 to $10,000. That's also the limit another bill would place on donations to political action committees, or PACs. In a press conference today, Democrats took aim at a 2015 rewrite of some of the state's campaign finance laws that followed Citizens United.
The numbers tell the story. From 2010 to 2014, only 16.7% of campaign contributions came from PACs. Fast forward from 2016 to 2020, this amount had risen to 57.8%. This is a shift of millions of special interest dollars.
Republican leader and Assembly Speaker Robin Vos did not respond to a request for comment today, but similar bills didn't make it through the Republican-led legislature in 2017. For News 3 Now, I'm Naomi Coles.
The bill package would also put a question on your 2022 general election ballot asking if you support adding a constitutional amendment that would effectively overturn that Supreme Court decision. Wisconsin State Senator Chris Larson dropping out of the race for U.S. Senate. Today, Larson backed Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes, that seat currently held by U.S. Senator Ron Johnson. Although it's unclear if Senator Johnson plans to run again, a crowded field of Democrats hoping to win the seat from Senator Johnson. In a statement, Larson said he remains committed to electing Democrats who fight for progressive values.
The head of the Small Business Administration was in Madison today to meet with business owners. It's part of a series of visits highlighting economic recovery from the pandemic.
And now just trying to understand what our businesses are going to need for recovery, as the SBA is here to help and determined to be support for our small businesses.
Guzman was joined by Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway and the governor at Cooper's Tavern and Congressman Mark Pocan at the U.S. Bank Plaza Conference Center. Governor Evers is giving $10 million to support Wisconsin's tourism industry. This money is from the American Rescue Plan Act. Evers says the investment is critical to ensuring that recovery continues. Grants of up to $3.5 million will be given to regional tourism entities through a competitive grant process. This is in addition to previous aid. Evers previously announced $140 million in funding from the American Rescue Plan Act would go to the state's tourism sector.
The CDC has issued a new moratorium on evictions. It comes as Democrats and advocates warn of an influx of people needing help.
We face the very real possibility in the coming weeks and months of both a historic wave of evictions and housing instability and further spread and preventable deaths from COVID-19.
The Biden administration previously said it did not have the authority to extend the moratorium because of a Supreme Court ruling. The CDC has now identified a new legal authority for a new and different moratorium for areas with high and substantial spread of COVID-19, and it lasts until October 3rd. An 18-year-old is charged for firing a handgun into the air as hundreds of fans were celebrating the Bucks' victory in the NBA Finals. That man now charged with being a felon in possession of a firearm and disorderly conduct. People ran from the Deer District as the shots were fired. An officer ordered the man to the ground and found a semi-automatic Glock that was missing several rounds.
Still ahead at 6, health officials are encouraging schools to reopen safely this fall.
And a return to masks could have a big impact on some people's mental health. We'll take a look at the psychological impact of the return of masking.
Are you sweating over high energy bills? Windows drafty or broken? Champion is here with our hottest sale of the year. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. At Champion, we design new windows specific to your home's needs. Then they are built in our very own factory, installed by a team of professionals, and guaranteed for a lifetime by our best-in-class warranty. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Call or go online to book your free estimate at getchampionwindows.com.
Meineke is continuing to make your safety our #1 priority. Keep your engine working at its best by regularly changing your oil. Book your appointment for an oil change today. Meineke Car Care Center is here to help keep you safe on the road.
There's nothing like a good Packers game tailgate. Right, Jared? Booyah! We got one. Go, Pack, go! Woo! Hey, nice Packers tickets. Remember the bonus drawing.
Wisconsin Lottery Packers scratch games with instant cash prizes and a bonus drawing for 2 Packers season tickets for 2 years.
A chance at 2 Packers season tickets for 2 years.
Dude, I've been trying to tell you.
I'm getting kind of weak. I think I need another brat.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
What you see is important to you. How you see is important to us. We're Shopco Optical. You'll see.
The rise in cases and return of masking feels like deja vu for many of us who thought we finally got through this. And doctors warn it could contribute to a crisis of a different kind. Christina Laurie explains.
Mental health has been such a concern throughout the pandemic. The CDC has an entire page on its website devoted to coping with COVID stress. But with the recent rise in cases, it's not only that page that's getting a lot more traffic.
Appointments are filling up fast inside Dr. Mergain's office.
We've seen an uptick in people experiencing anxiety and depression.
Mergain is a psychologist who throughout the pandemic has been helping people struggling with the unknown.
We're really being asked to develop a tolerance for uncertainty.
The CDC estimates 1 of every 5 people lives with anxiety or depression. Women, people in their 50s and 60s, those with higher levels of education, and people in either fair or poor physical health have all seen their mental health decline during the first year of the pandemic.
You have gotten through a year and a half of this pandemic. There are probably many things that you did well, that you used to stay resilient. Draw on that past experience. And maybe there's some things you didn't do so well that you want to change, and set some goals. Plan ahead of how can I get through the next couple months, keeping myself and others safe, and also myself sane.
Dr. Mergain recommends staying connected with others, focusing on what you can control, and when all else fails, remembering this.
The virus is there, but it's only one part of life.
Now, a lot of that is easier said than done. So if you are still not feeling like yourself, there is absolutely no shame in getting help. UW Health recommends consulting with your primary care doctor first, because they can often help you find an appointment with a mental health specialist more quickly. Reporting in Madison for News 3 Now, I'm Christina Laurie.
UW Health says it is possible for students to return to in-person learning this fall, even with COVID cases spiking. Many school districts are finalizing COVID policies. MMSD is among those returning to in-person learning with masks required. Health experts say a lot has been learned about school since the beginning of the pandemic. Dr. Gregory DeMurray says that wearing a mask is a critical tool for controlling the spread of COVID in schools and keeping kids safe.
If they're wearing a mask in school and they have contact with a known case of COVID, they don't need to be quarantined if both kids had masks on. So that's a way of keeping children in school, and we know that's safe to do because other schools have done this.
The CDC and American Academy of Pediatrics also recommend maintaining 3 feet of distance in the classroom, good hand washing and hygiene, and vaccinations for students over 12 years old.
Still ahead at 6, we'll get a live look at the Beloit Snappers' beautiful new stadium.
And organizers at the Wisconsin State Fair are busy getting everything ready for opening day, including COVID safety protocols.
And some quiet and pleasant weather continues in our area. Dana's back with her first warn forecast.
Health has 3 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have clinics in Oregon, Stoughton, and McFarland with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
Fry Construction is celebrating 26 years of providing excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by your neighbors and voted Best of Madison 2 years in a row. Best kitchen and bath design, best roofer. Experience the Best of Madison for yourself and save 26% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Attic Angel Community has earned a reputation as the one and only. But what's so memorable to the people who live here?
It's good local heart. Interesting friends.
The view from my window.
Continuing education.
The food.
The amazing art studio.
Happy hour.
There are many reasons to love Attic Angel Community, but there's just one Attic Angel.
It's Steinhoffel's small space event, where all the furniture is designed to fit your condo, loft, or tiny home. Sofas, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. It's all 35 to 50% off. And with Steinhoffel's special 60-month financing, your new room has never been more affordable. Steinhoffel's has the area's largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses. So shop now and save big, in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
Menards has everything to add curb appeal to your home. Ideal garage doors add a stylish new look to the outside of your home. We have more than 1,000 style and color options available. Hook your new door up to a new Performax garage door opener. They're easy to install and are designed with your convenience in mind. All Performax garage door openers and Ideal garage doors are 11% off now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. Stoughton Health has 3 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have clinics in Oregon, Stoughton, and McFarland with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Well, the Beloit Snappers are opening a new stadium. This is a live look at ABC Supply Stadium. First pitches are being thrown out. Jim Caldwell, the former NFL coach for the Colts, a Beloit native, throwing out first pitches, and this will be the Snappers' first home game in 16 days. The team's set to play the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. They're out of Appleton at 6:35 tonight.
A lot of excitement there. The Wisconsin State Fair is about to open for the first time in 2 years. It starts Thursday. Hannah Hilliard reports on the preparations, including those aimed at keeping visitors safe.
In the back kitchen at Slim McGinn's,
we have our 10,000 Reuben rolls.
Boxes and trays of Reuben rolls are ready to adorn.
Bloody Mary with a Reuben roll on top of it for dipping.
Because why not?
Yeah, well, it's one thing that hasn't been added to a Bloody Mary yet is a Reuben.
It's the quirky mixed with the classics.
I can't wait to see people on that opening day come in and get that pup and be able to watch them in the windows being made. It's going to be a lot of fun.
You'll get at this year's Wisconsin State Fair, but you will notice some changes too.
What they'll see is hundreds of additional hand sanitizer stations throughout our expansive 200-acre fair park. Additionally, we have gone cashless at our parking and admission, so that's going to be a little bit different and helps reduce contact for us. And then lastly, our hours of operation have changed. We're now open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. and then on the final Sunday, we'll close at 10 p.m.
Masks are recommended, but not required. You may also notice this sign this year, no Milwaukee Bucks Milk House, and that's because of the team's extended championship run.
Working in tandem with them, they're not able to provide us the milk this year, but there's going to be a great setup at the Bucks Milk House. You definitely have to check it out.
And as many make their finishing touches. These 3 days you would say are tougher than the entire fair?
Oh, absolutely. You work harder these 3 days than you do the whole 11 days of the fair.
They're ready to bring back the fair.
Visitors might be able to snag some cream puffs, but organizers are cutting back on some sweet treats there. This year, they're not selling blue ribbon brownies or cookies alongside the pastries.
Some pretty nice weather out there for anything you want to do outdoors. Dana's back with the First Warn forecast.
Yeah, thankfully, things are pretty quiet for us this evening. A good opportunity to talk about severe weather prep when we're not in the heat of severe weather. We've seen a little bit of an upgrade over the last about 48 hours, finally, from the National Weather Service, an adjustment to how they issue severe thunderstorm warnings. Now, the baseline for severe thunderstorm warnings, still wind speeds over 58 miles per hour and or hail at about a quarter size, or about an inch size hail. We've now seen them add on 2 more categories, extending up to a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. And this is something that would have been issued last week for us when those severe thunderstorms rumbled through, with wind speeds well over 80 miles per hour and seeing some hail close to baseball size, almost 3 inches for some areas well to the north. Now, how this is going to affect you when you get your emergency alert on your phone. This is usually the text that pops up, but now the wording will be just a little different. It'll say a severe thunderstorm warning, but it will also add what level of severe thunderstorm warning issued for your area. Of course, if it's any sort of severe thunderstorm warning, 58 mile per hour winds can still cause damage, but when we have those severe destructive winds come through, it's nice now to have a little extra attention drawn to that warning. Currently, again, things overall pretty calm for us. A little hazy outside right now, though, as we do have some smoke high up in the atmosphere. Also, a few isolated showers well north of the Dells and over towards the Milwaukee area, actually seeing a few isolated showers, a lake effect, bringing in a little bit of a rain chance around Milwaukee. Dane County right now dry, and we're going to keep that rain chance north for the Dells area and towards Milwaukee over the next hour or two. Overnight, mostly clear skies. Tomorrow, we get to enjoy sunshine again. High temperatures will be in the mid to low 80s, and overall, this warm trend really sticks with us through our 6 to 10 day and the 8 to 14 day outlook, which means we'll settle with temperatures this weekend above average and stay there as we look ahead to next weekend, likely even into the following weekend. Tomorrow, 84 the high, partly sunny sky, still warm outside. We'll stay close to 84 for Thursday, holding on to the partly sunny sky with the chance for showers and thunderstorms developing at night. A chance for showers and thunderstorms on Friday with temps in the mid 80s. We're close to 90 for the weekend. It will stay close to 90 for the start of next week, with a few more chances for showers and thunderstorms building in by the middle of next week.
And coming up in sports, high school football is back. Why Verona already thinking about the playoffs? That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Your family's year-round comfort is our year-round commitment at RG Heating and Air Conditioning. We install quality Trane equipment and service all brands so your home's furnace and AC will perform their best year-round. RG Heating and AC.
It's no secret, Robertson is Wisconsin's aesthetic leader. But with results this natural, patients can keep it a secret if they want. Our secret to reducing stubborn body fat? Cool Sculpting. Book a free consultation to learn how Cool Sculpting is different at Robertson.
Here at TSR, we transform old, cracked concrete floors into beautiful, tough floors in just one day. Hi. I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and here at TSR, we don't just simply coat over your old concrete. We grind it down, repair it, apply the base coat and chip, and then seal it with our own proprietary sealant that will never chip or peel. All of our coatings are covered by our exclusive lifetime warranty, so you can rest assured that your beautiful new floor will last. Our awesome team is here to answer all of your questions before and after the installation. And right now, we are offering 15% off your new floor coating until the end of the year. Visit the website or call that number below for your new floor today.
TSR, one day floor.
Call 1-800-886-8411.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. RG Heating and AC. We'll always treat you like family. Guaranteed.
Hi, folks. Wednesday on News 3 Now this morning, we're checking out a pop-up art gallery showcasing local artists in the 608.
And Chris Reese is looking ahead to the second half of the work week at his first warrant forecast. Join us from 4:30 to 7 for News 3 Now this morning.
After finishing 3-3 in the first ever high school football spring season in Wisconsin, Verona football is back for more, and the Wildcats enter 2021 feeling pretty good about themselves. Yes, Jackson Aker is gone, but basically every other starter is back, and the goal this season, besides winning the Big 8, snap their postseason losing streak and win their first playoff game since 2016.
Captains talked to the team, and we talked about how important that is to us. Obviously, we're here to have an experience for everybody that you'll never have again, but we also want to win.
It would mean everything. I mean, I've been on a team who lost in the first round of playoffs, lost to teams we'd want to beat, and I mean, it's unlike any feeling ever, and it would feel amazing.
After 2 seasons playing overseas, Sam Decker is back in the NBA. The former Badger was picked up by the Toronto Raptors this afternoon. Now, Decker last played in the league during the 2018-2019 season when he split time between the Cavs and the Wizards. Last year, he lit up the Turkish Super League, averaging 15 points per game while shooting over 45% from three. During his time in Madison, Decker helped lead the Badgers to back-to-back Final Fours. Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton helped the United States advance to the men's basketball semifinals in the Olympics. The Bucks duo combined for 14 points and 5 assists in USA's 14-point win over Spain. They'll take on Australia next. Winner heads to the gold medal game. The Badger women's basketball team released their non-conference schedule for the upcoming season, and the Marissa Mosley era officially tips off on November 10th against St. Thomas. Wisconsin will host 7 home games before Big Ten play begins, including contests against Green Bay, Illinois State, and Virginia Tech in the Big Ten ACC Challenge. The Badgers will travel to Milwaukee and take on Boise State and Colorado in the Colorado Invitational. And it wasn't how the reunion was supposed to go last night for John Axford. The Brewers' single-season saves leader entered the game in the 9th, hit the first batter he faced, gave up a couple singles, walked in a run, and then left the game with pain in his elbow. He's been placed on the 10-day IL, while Keston here has been placed on the COVID-19 list. That's not good, Dana, but the weather is.
The weather's not too bad right now. It's definitely warm outside, definitely some baseball weather as we look ahead to the next few days. By the weekend, it's going to get a little hotter, though. So we're in the mid-80s for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. A chance for showers and thunderstorms late Thursday night into Friday. Saturday and Sunday, high temperatures hop up close to 90 with heat index readings in the low 90s. There's a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm on Saturday, a better chance on Sunday, and then another slight chance on Monday. The system that builds in for the middle of next week will drop our temperatures back a little bit by the end of next week. It looks like we'll start to trend closer to the mid to low 80s, but still a little warm outside, very Augusty for us for that 10-day, guys.
All right, Dana, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.